Hey everybody, Jason here today. Happy hump day. So Tesla did hit that 650, like I said. I think it was not yesterday, but the day before, where we were testing out that 630, and it kind of knocked out that resistance to where I thought we were going to have some pretty good upside. Did not happen yesterday, but obviously very clearly happened today. So here we are on our upside. Um, so that's brought us up quite a bit. 12,000. Um, yeah, it was just 10,000 a couple minutes ago, but yeah, $12,000 today. Um, so I did close out. Yeah, let's talk through this first. I closed out my iron butterfly. Took a loss on that. It was like a $500 loss. Closed out my long call butterfly. Um, I closed that thing out. I probably made $10 or something like that. I think by the time it was closed, so those ended up being one pretty good losing play and one where I made a few dollars on, but not terrible. I also did close out a bunch of my put credit spreads. I guess about 12 of them that were pretty low, like as far as strike prices, just because they were pretty close to maximum gain. They had like $15 left and still a couple weeks. So anything that was like super low, and that, to me, I still have $500 collateral on each one for risk, and that's a $4 a day gain, which really isn't worth it. So I'd rather roll those out, or not roll them out. This will essentially, I guess, being rolling them out is just a break between them. So close those out, and I'll open up some more that are a little bit higher, maybe a little bit farther out. So that's what I'm gonna do. What else? We must have opened something because I don't have as much buying power as I just did. I think I opened up. What did we open up? I think we opened up some more 585s, 716. Is that what I just opened up? June 23rd. Yep, that is it. Opened up one more of those for $70, and I opened up, must be this 585, 580 for $120 credit. So that's a 730. Opened up a couple of those, so collected $240 on those. And now what I'm going to look at is just rolling out some of the lower, some of the lower positions, and some things that have gained quite a bit. So I'm still going to likely stay below the $600 level, or at the $600 level on some of these, just because I do want a bit of safety and some plays that I don't have to worry about so much. So let's see. We have a couple of these, the 580, 575s. So we'll take a look at those real quick, and we'll roll those guys out. This is what do we have left in those? We have $25, and that over the course of the next what do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8 days. That's what is that going to be? It's only $3 a day, right? So we'll look to move those out, and we'll go ahead and stick at the $600 level now. So we can grab $80 on those. There's a couple of those guys. Okay, we'll enter a limit price and a couple dollars below what they're asking, just to make sure this gets filled relatively quickly, since we're in the middle of making a very important video. And they don't get filled there. And we'll go 77, see if that can get filled. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see the pullback I really wanted to buy my big debit spread. My cash did clear my TD account, but now Tesla's up $50 from where I was really hoping to buy it. All right, can we get $76? And this is something people ask a lot, like, hey, I'm trying to roll this thing out and I'm not getting filled. Realize here you have the slippage, the difference between the bid and ask on 4 different positions right now. So you're having to pay enough to convince somebody to sell you something, and you're trying to sell something at a low enough price for somebody to buy it. So that's why you have to lower the price quite a bit for what you're asking totally for these. So grabbed $150 there, rolled those guys out, and now we will look at these 590, 585s, and those are some 7.2s. Now we'll have nothing expiring next week. And maybe we'll just roll these guys out a week. I just as far as what's going to happen in the very near term, I think, let's see if we can do 5 of these. This 50 is the average. You grab $48 by any chance? As far as the near term, anyhow, I think that we're just going to see either it hang out around 650 or upside, just because between now and I know I keep repeating this, but between now, deliveries, production, and then earnings, I think we're definitely going to see upside pretty close to the $700 level. And we'll ask for a little bit less. How about $46? I'll take an extra $230. Pay for the coffee if we can get filled. Then, of course, after I roll these out, Tesla will probably drop. Oh, yep, 649. So why can't I get filled then? All right, $45. Come on, Robinhood. We need lunch money, baby. There we go. All right. $220. We'll take it. Oops. There we go. Tesla's not coming down very much. So we got those guys rolled out. Now nothing expiring this Friday or next Friday. These guys I should probably take a look at. So I like to kind of peruse. Let's see, we can actually, which is nice, they did change this. So I used to have to look at equity, but we can see last price, which is kind of nice. So we can see basically how much is left in these. So like these 7.9s, these 560, 555s, there's only $25 to gain in the course of 10, 11, 12 days, a couple dollars a day. So I'm going to go ahead and roll these up, and I'll roll those up to 600, just like the last ones. And we'll buy 560s, sell the 555s, and roll these guys right on up to $600 level. And that is a $58 credit. Of course, I don't remember how many there were. There was 5. And we can grab, can only buy back 3. Why? Maybe I already have an order in. I'll have to check that. Maybe I have a pending order. And there we go. 160 bucks. And let's see, we have only $25 left in these guys, but this is only a $250 spread, so that's not too bad. Still about 10%. And I think everything else is looking pretty decent. Yep, I am happy with that. So now, since we've grabbed some more money, we might as well open up another one. And I'm gonna look at, July 16th. Oh, and then also this morning, since we did close some things out and have some pretty good profit, I also just withdrew $1,000 because it's stressful doing this stuff. This is work. So you might as well put some money in your pocket, grab $1,000, go buy yourself something nice. So this one I'm going to do at the money. This should be about, it's going to be $1,000. But we get a $465 credit. Pretty confident in that time. This is, let's see, actually, yeah, it's doing straddle the current price here. And I'm looking at that 1st of July, middle of July as a really good upside time. So we will continue on that. So there's one of those. Let's grab a couple of these guys. And that is, see if we can grab our 245. And this is one, if it moves against me, I can always roll this out. If we have enough time there. Would I just enter that one? It's 240, 480 bucks. And there we go, another $480 cash. And beautiful. Now we're only up 11,000, which should be good enough for the day. As far as our other positions, let's take a look at total return. Our wheel going pretty well. Tilray totally on the shares down to 155, but we've collected $178 worth of premium, or 187, I think. So up on that guy. Those shares that we just bought, PSTH, those are up a bit today. So already $100 up on those shares. I think they're a pretty good value. And yeah, that's about it. Everything else looking pretty good. Coca-Cola gave back a little bit of those crazy gains it had. And Palantir, we haven't actually looked at this in a little while. Shares, boy, we were down with less shares. I think we were down like a couple $1,000 or something, or at least 1,000 at one point. So now we're up $600 on our Palantir shares. In case you haven't seen the previous videos or me talk about Palantir, this is my second favorite stock. I plan on owning 1,000 shares of Palantir. So we're up to 395. And you can see my upcoming activity. I buy $20 a day. And then we have our leaps on them. So we have our 3 $20 calls. Average cost $690. They're up 8 to 860. So we're up $500 on those. That is something I did average down on while it was coming down. My first initial one was purchased at 820, and then I averaged down a little bit. So those are fantastic. I do have a $30 call on it, which we're probably down a little bit on. Down $40 on that. That's just expiring the end of the year. And then we have our calls that we are selling against them. these expire next week. So this was another, what, 7, let's see, I guess that would be return plus market value, couple $100. Yep, another $200 we collected. So, and that goes against my cost basis of those of the leaps. So that makes all those things cost a couple $100 less. So there you go. There you have it. $12,000 today. And I'm just going to keep a little bit of buying power, see what Tesla does. I'd like to get that deployed, but probably will not be today unless we see some major moves. Or actually, the other thing I might do, this PSTH, if it happens to continue down a bit, I'd like to add to that position. I was looking at selling a put on it, but the premium just wasn't quite enough. It's like $8, couple weeks out, $20. Yeah, let's sell one of those. Actually, yeah, $20, because that's the mid price. Let's see if we can get filled. And this is not the fact that I really just want the $20. It's just this is my decision and I want to stick with it. There, we grabbed $20 because I'd like to grab another 100 shares of these if it happens to drop. Alrighty, guys. I hope you guys are all having a great day. If you're anywhere in Tesla, obviously your day is pretty darn good. So love you guys, and let's make a lot of money.